Whoa, y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that yellow check engine light? It was flashing a minute ago. This car is running extremely poorly. All right, now my job is to get it in the shop and find out why. Guys, a misfire, a real time, meaning right now, misfire is not good. You know what that means? You're sending unburned fuel to your cat converters. You are potentially destroying $1,000 cat converters. You don't want that. So I suggest you never, ever ride around with a hard misfire like that, okay? Because like I say, it's costing you dearly as we speak. All right, normally I would have to power brake this thing, but no sir. I'm in drive right now. Let me step on the gas. The whole car is freaking shaking. So we got a misfire. This should be easy to find. I'm guessing I'm gonna have a P code. I don't know which cylinder. I don't even know. It sounds like a V6, a 3.6 Pentastar. So it could be one of those 6 cylinders, but we gotta scan it first. Ain't no sense guessing. Let's get to it. All right, guys, I got my topology pulled up. Let's go to PCM. As you can see, we got codes on these, but I'm concerned with that hardcore misfire. So we're gonna go to PCM. We're gonna go up here to DTC. Oh, it was cylinder 6. Oh, so guys, y'all see this code? 0206, fuel injector 6, circuit open. Remember that injector video I did, I don't know, about a week ago? I showed you how to ohm that injector, and you can tell if it's open or not. All right, it says circuit open. This number 6 injector very well could be causing this misfire. Yeah, we got some diagnosing to do, guys. Let's see. Now, P6 Pentastar. Uh-oh, I hate that. I have no way to cheat to get to number 6. Okay, remember this bank 2, this bank 1. Cylinder 6 is on bank 2, 2, 4, and 6. So what I'm gonna do, guys, yes, okay. Yes, an injector will cause that problem, but you need to find out exactly. Now I always look for the bulkhead connector that feeds or the wires to the injector, because I tend to go, you can go that route as far as splicing, right, hooking your ohm meter up to the injector wires that's going to that prospective injector. So if it was injector 1, 3, or 5, yeah, I can do those right here. But injector 6 is on this side all the way in the back. So the harness that feeds the injector is on the injector harness. Okay, so you got a couple of options. You can check it there. You can own, you got to go to the wiring diagram, find the color codes to the injectors. The 2 wires are going directly to cylinder 6, and just own those 2 wires. If that wiring is intact, meaning if the connection is on point, that'll give you a direct reading, ohm reading of the injector. If it's below specs, you know you need an injector. Okay, fairly simple. All right. Other than that, since you have an hour diagnostic time anyway, it takes a good 5 minutes to take this off. You got an hour. Come on, guys. I mean, do right by your customer. In fact, I got a video right here showing how to get that damn thing off. Take it off, then you have direct access to your injector. Test your injector. Like I say, if it fell right up, necessary. And I got to check coil. I got to check the whole car over, but I'm just going over what the general code was about right now. In fact, when I talk about it, let's be about it. Let me get this intake manifold off. Alrighty, guys, I got the intake off where I got it moved over. Now what I want to do, this is cylinder 5 right here. No, this is cylinder 3. Wait a minute, this is cylinder 4. 2, 4, and 6. Cylinder 6 is the problem child, right? That's the one we show. P0206 stands for injector problems in injector 6. The reason I got this off because I want to ohm. This is the problem child. So what I'm gonna do is grab my ohm meter and test that, and simply compare it to a known good one. I don't have a misfire in cylinder 4, but guys, y'all know how to test an injector, right? You ohm it. Now, sometimes that's a decent test, sometimes it's not. Well, when you're talking about an open all it together, yeah, you got some issue. That would definitely cause that hardcore misfire that we was talking about, that I showed y'all. All right, let me set this up. I always like my ohm meter on the bell, okay? Hear that? Yeah, I like that sound. So what I'm gonna do is simply, like I said earlier, we're gonna see how much resistance we got in cylinder 6 and compare it to cylinder 5. Let's get it. All right, so let's do it like this. You hear the bell. We're gonna go to injector 6 first. And all I want to do is tap both of these prongs. I'm on both prongs. Oh, guys, y'all see that? OL, that is open. I'm on both freaking prongs. That is open. Yeah, that was easy. That injector is no good. Let me do this one for comparison. Y'all see that? 12. I think specs is 11.8 to 12 or something like that. Well within specs, within range. And then at least it's not open. This mother sucker here just outright open. Damn good. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm starting to wonder, because this car got new coils on it. Did Cousin Pookie strike again? Man, the average mechanic, I'm gonna say this about the average mechanic. When you see a code for injectors, the average mechanic is gonna recommend an injector. All right, it can say injector circuit wide ass open. It can say injector circuit. It can say anything with the name injector in it. I guarantee you, the average mechanic gunning for an injector. I'm no different, guys. I'm the same way. Yeah, it's just that's just in our nature. When car makers start giving fault codes parts name, whatever that name is, and that fault code is generated, that's the part mechanics reaching for. That's just human reaction. That's just normal, everyday mechanical reaction. Yeah, injector ugly. Well, they need an injector. Yeah, so anything relating to coil in the fault code name, getting the coil. I don't know. For all I know, he could have had a coil for cylinder 2, but that's our problem, guys. So we got a hardcore misfire. Turn out we did have the injector code, so I get a car maker's credit. They led me in the right direction, guys. That's all a trouble code is designed to do. Help put you in the right direction. Okay, mind you, that code didn't say number 6 injector bad. So yeah, no code gonna name a fault code such. All right, there's not a code out there in the world that would tell you a coil is bad. It will say something pertaining to that circuit. It's up to you, the mechanic, to interpret it, what that code is trying to say. It's there to put you in the right direction. I was led in the right direction of cylinder 6. I gained access to cylinder 6. In the process, I tested the injector in cylinder 6. Voila, my testing revealed that there's an open circuit in cylinder 6. Now, as far as the primary side of things, I think that's what they call it. Injectors. You're gonna have, y'all heard of ASD, right? ASD, auto shutdown relay, constant 12 volts on. It's only 2-wire terminal. Constant 12 volts on one, and the other one is duty cycle ground. Maybe. I hope I'm saying that right. Which means the computer will fire that injector off based off timing. A lot of timing issues. Timing when it's supposed to. Okay, so yeah, it's only 2-wire on per injector circuit. So, but I had a injector circuit open, which is, well, this has a lot to do with electronics, and I'm no electronic guru by no means. I do know we just diagnosed this car. I'm gonna write up my estimate and go from there. Now, y'all know the drill. I got to finish looking this car over. This is a 3.6 Pentastar. Let me see, it's the cooler leaking. Put some rags down there, guys. You don't want nothing falling down in there. And what do you know? I don't see oil just lingering down in the cooler area. It's okay, so I'm gonna let it up. This car is obviously equipped. Look, you don't see no dipstick over here. It's obviously equipped with an 8-speed 8 HP ZF transmission. Okay, so which means it's supposed to be technically filled for life. Well, no, don't. Yeah, that's a long story. Okay, in other words, you can't check the fluid. That's where I'm going with this. You can't check the fluid. All right, I'm gonna let it up in the air. I'm gonna check the brakes. All right, I'm gonna check a lot of stuff. In fact, while I got you on the line, let's get this thing in the air now. Alrighty, guys. Don't you just love wheels that would give you visual access? Yes. I hate taking wheels off just to check the brakes. Whoa, these brakes. Whoa. Y'all see that? Is that wear indicator doing its job? That's the job of a wear indicator. To scratch up against the rotor and make an awful noise, alerting the driver. Hey, Mr. Driver, owner, your brake pads are wore out. Brake pads are wearable items, guys. Oh, y'all hear that? What do you know? She need brakes. Yeah, that's scratching up against the rotor. That's why we are required to check cars over, guys. If you're a shop or a shop owner or work in a shop, you're doing yourself a disservice by not looking a car over for any additional needed repairs. Now, mind you, keep in mind, this is after and only after you address the issue first. The issue they came in for. Whoa, look at that one. That's right there on the. Ooh, boy, that's getting ready to squeak like a big dog. Yeah, Mike, what was I going with this? Yeah, mind you, this is only after you address the original concern. She came in for a check engine light flashing. All right, that is simply a hardcore misfire that's real time, actually doing it now. Okay, so yeah, that. Ooh, my goodness, y'all do y'all freaking see? Y'all see that? That is right there on. Yes, lady. You getting how these tires look? Yeah, I'm gonna let it all the way up and take a look at some more stuff. Oh, well. Yeah, definitely not a cooler leak. Y'all, anybody ever seen a cooler leak so bad, oil be all on top of the transmission? Yep, ZF transmission, guys. I'm against feel for life, that theory. All right, so if you got ZF, the company that designed this transmission, suggests you drain this fluid and filter every 60,000 miles. This car has 110. I think it's over 100, not well over 100, but right at 100. So I'm gonna throw that bug, put that bug in their ear, see if they want to do it. It's not the end of the world if you miss one. All right, now it becomes risky if you have like 200,000 miles and you've never done it. Okay, so yeah, it becomes risky at that point. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it anyway. I'm just saying it becomes more riskier if you have never serviced a transmission and you're now over 200,000 miles. It is now considered risky to do it. But use your best judgment. Talk to a mechanic. If it was my car, I'm doing it. I don't care. Okay, because I'm helping it more than I'm hurting it by not doing it. I'm totally against that theory, that feel for life theory. Now, because this is a rear wheel drive vehicle, that's going to be a rear differential. All right, it also requires service. Look how easy servicing a rear differential has become. Back in the day, they used to have that big ass flat pan on here. Used to take all them bolts off, and this before the invention of the sucker. Now we have a sucker we can just stick down in the hole and. But I wouldn't do that every service. I would do that every other. In fact, it's suggested you suck it out every other and take the cover off every other service. But look, drain fill, drain plug, fill plug. And guys, y'all know the thinking. Verify that this will come off before you drain it. There's nothing like draining this and then just to find out you can't get this off. How you gonna refill it back up? So yeah, always verify or take this off first or verify that it will come off before you drain it. Okay, we're looking at a rear diff service if it's never been done. As far as the underbody goes, not a lot going on here. Suspension wise, I didn't feel anything on my test drive. These tensioner struts are known to collapse and fail and make noise, but they look pretty good and they sound pretty good on my drive. Yeah, you can't really eyeball a car and tell if it needs alignment. You can, however, suggest it if they had never done it. In fact, somebody did a wheel balance a while back, so as far as suspension go, they might not be interested in hearing anything about their suspension because they may have just, you know where I'm going with this. Guys, I gotta go. I don't like these long videos, so I'm gonna look the rest of this car over and write up my estimate, man. Y'all stay tuned. If they buy it, y'all know the drill. We'll fire the camera back up. It's just the injector though, and some, I'm gonna check the plugs and all that, but I gotta go, guys. That's all I have. Thanks for watching.